Perfect. So, Alex, you see questions, mate?
Yeah.
You got your little UKMF top on. Happy days. Looking slick. Good. Can you hear me clear enough, mate? Yeah?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah. Good. So I'll switch record. It's recording anyway, mate. It's recording. So what will happen, I'll edit it a bit anyway later on when you see it. The main thing is, got the questions. As I said in the email, mate, at the top, they're not set in stone. It's just to get you going. Have you seen any of the other interviews?
Yeah, I watched Daniel's the other day and I've watched Harry's as well.
Okay. You didn't see Phoebe's?
No.
Okay, yeah, because I think there wasn't a picture on that one actually. That's why, because we the way we recorded it, we had to get pictures on it, but now they're on there now. It's easy to see. But you got an idea what it's all about. They've set the stall out. You got to make sure now you scouts are all slick, mate. You guys can talk to the cows come up. You got to make sure, mate. You give me a bit of room time to ask a question. You can just chat away, mate. Yeah.
Honestly, mate, tell me about it before, so don't swear.
Okay. Yeah. Don't swear, mate. We've got all ages watching this, mate, so don't swear. So, Alex, let's fire away, mate. Introduce yourself, please, mate.
My name's Alex Kenton. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Liverpool.
Okay, mate. What part of Liverpool are you from?
Highton.
What, the posh part?
No. Little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Good. So, are you a red or a blue?
Red.
Oh, happy days.
Very, very, very happy red.
Very. Well, let's see how long you keep it for. That's a question, but see how long you keep it for, mate.
Yeah, a while, I hope.
Yeah, for sure. So, how long have you been training for, mate?
Just gone 10 years.
10 years. Wow. Yeah. Okay. What got you into Thai boxing?
So, my stepdad, Dean's from Alsingham.
Yeah.
In Cheshire up there.
Yeah.
A good while, and then ended up leaving. Decided to go close to home.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So who is your coach and what's your camp, mate? Where are you training now?
I'm fighting out of Titanium Combat Academy. My coach now is Tony O'Mara.
Okay. So is that just a Thai camp or is that a mixture of things, mate?
No, so it's an MMA camp. It's an MMA camp, but we've recently, last couple of years since I joined, he'd had a couple of Thai fighters.
Yeah.
It was like N class, C class mainly.
Yeah.
And then I joined, and obviously I was active fighting.
Yeah.
Joined after my A levels and all that. I had a bit of time out, and then started fighting. Then I brought it along really, but not to took me on arm, but kind of we decided after a couple of fights we should probably start trying to push this.
Yeah.
Start making the classes big and start actually trying to put a proper effort. And we've got a couple of kids coming through now from the adults, not so much the younger kids, but we've got a couple of adults coming through like around 17, 18 and some. If they stick to it, then they'll be up there.
Yeah. Good. It's always goes on because obviously for you, I mean, there's a lot of guys that are competing because you need obviously sparring partners for yourself. So there's a lot of guys you get some workouts with.
Yeah, there's a couple. So it benefits all of us really because obviously I've got all my experience, but then the lads I'm sparring with the bigger kids. So not sparring with kids and minimum they're 65k walking around, and I'm only walking around 57, 58. Sparring kids are at least 10k heavier than me.
Yeah.
Maybe 1-2 people around the same weight as me. Apart from that, I'm getting it a lot harder than I would at 53.5k. Yeah.
No, definitely put you in good stead. Like you say, working with the bigger boys, even in the clinch as well. When you're getting in the ring now with lads the same weight as you, you're getting used to being wrestling with bigger boys than you. It's gonna put you in good stead.
Sure. No, I don't look forward to clinching at all. I'm like, these 65, 70 key people, it's not nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I say, it'll put you in good stead for sure, mate. For sure, mate. So how long have you been? You say you've been training for about 10 years, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been competing for, mate?
I'd say about 9.
Wow, so you jumped straight into it.
Yeah, pretty much. So my first fight was up in Scotland.
Yeah.
After that, I think I had into club like 5-6 months in.
Yeah.
Scotland 6 months after that, so just a little junior fight, and then just kept on from there.
Yeah. Happy days. And how long did you so that was the first fight you had was in Scotland, you say. How long was it till you got into like the GB squad?
First time, I was 15. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was 15 when I got in. I went to Thailand. I think it was my second. I had a head contact fight in the trials, and then my second one was in the World Championships.
Well, okay. A baptism by fire, then, mate.
Yeah, not half.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Who did you fight?
Ukraine.
Oh, okay, they're born fighters for sure, mate. And how did you find that experience, mate?
Fight to live, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly, mate. How did you find that experience?
It was good. It was good. Obviously, I got beaten in the first fight.
Yeah.
It was levels a lot better than me.
Yeah.
It was good. It made me realise that I went into it thinking, oh, it'll be. I'll probably just have to train the same as I would any other fight.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you fight and you realise, oh my God, I'm fighting in 40-degree heat.
Yeah.
Gassing out after 2 minutes to the first round.
Yeah.
Beaten in the head by some of the best kids in the world.
Yeah.
You're watching other people and you're watching other kids make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
You're like, it's different.
Yeah.
It's not like home. It's different.
Yeah. It's true, and the thing is, though, as you say, it's great experience, mate. You're still a younger lad. 15 years is a good time. Because I remember when I first went abroad, and I went with against Peter Hertz, put me against him, and literally, I'd been fighting guys in Britain, knocking them out. So over there, and I saw Peter, and he's only like a tall, skinny dude. I thought, I'm gonna enjoy knocking you out, man. When I hit him, I thought, this dude's going nowhere. The next time I was on the canvas, I thought, there's something not right here. And you realise it's just different type of conditioning, different type of training, and they're so used to taking those sort of tough fights that the body knows how to absorb the shots, and you think you've got to raise your game. You really have to raise your game, man.
Yeah, no, you've got to push yourself to different levels before you go out there.
Yeah.
Just to survive, really.
Yeah.
It's not even being dramatic, but like anyone who hasn't been will won't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only the people that have been over there and fought in them championships that'll know that you've got to push yourself to a different level to even have a chance of winning.
Yeah, for sure. So what did you do then when you came off from there, mate? What did you change about your training to think yourself, right, I've got to raise my game now?
Well, the year after I couldn't. The year after I've got thrown into it, it was a bit unorganised and not slating anyone, but it was one of them. I think the UKMF was always. My ma's good. My mum and Dean are good mates, like Tommy and I. UKMF. They didn't have a championships the year after.
Yeah.
I think they were asking around the team that went the year before that.
Yeah.
It was me, Josh Shaw, and Lewis Harper went over.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit organised. Went over on like 6 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
5 weeks' notice. So so still a good, still a camp.
Yeah.
I was half coming off my GCSEs as well. So I didn't have time to prepare properly.
Yeah.
So that was a bit difficult. But I went the year after that again. So I went 3 years on the trot.
Yeah.
I went 3 years on the trot, and the year after I made sure, because I was skipping lessons in 6 months to go and train. It was like that type of thing where I knew then that some things are just more important than a lesson in geography. In first year, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You sit there and learn about volcanoes and go and get my head punched in. Go and do a bit of conditioning or a run and have a chance of getting somewhere. Yeah,
for sure. The thing is, Ollie, so like I say, it's right, man. I mean, it gets to a point in your life where you think, I've got to sacrifice certain things. Because if you want to get to the top of what you choose in life, be it sport, be it business, whatever, things have got to be sacrificed. But obviously, you have to get a fine balance as well. It's like I'm saying to guys, I teach, say, look, guys, ultimately, for me, I'm a big believer that you need a plan B as well. So the fact that you're studying now in John Moores, aren't you? Doing some studying in John Moores.
Yeah, that's me plan B.
Good, brilliant. That's brilliant. That's fine, mate.
Things don't work out, do these like 15 years and never get nowhere. Mostly make off for a fight $3,000, and then you've got to go and work in a job. So you've got to have something to fall back on. That's always what my mum and me dad and Dean have always said to me. You've got to have something to fall back on. No,
they're right, mate. They're right, and that's the best advice you can get, mate. Because the thing is, sports very fickle, man. And the thing is, you need a bit. 99% of it is down to hard work. 1% is down to a little bit of luck. Right place, right time, right opportunity, and just hope we don't get injured along the way as well, really. So having a plan B like you're doing is brilliant, mate. I mean, what are you studying at John Moores?
Yeah, I'm studying sports coaching.
Okay.
Just going into my last year.
Okay. And obviously sports coach. So what sort of role are you looking for once you get qualified?
Don't know. I'm thinking of doing a teaching degree.
Okay.
I've got another year. I've got another year of studying, and
yeah.
I'm doing. I've got another year of trying to make something out of the fighting, and I'm trying to build a personal training business as well. So
good.
Probably got a PT qualifications, and then maybe a teacher training. And then if I wanted 10 years, if I decide I want to start teaching, I can go and do that. Yeah,
Alex, all those kicks to the head haven't been damaging your brains on, mate. You still got all your brains in one place there, mate. I tell you.
No, people think I'm a bit dozy, but no, I'm all there. I'm going to be a lawyer if I wanted to, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, you must get a lot of work down in Liverpool, that's for sure, if you become a lawyer, mate.
I'm not even going to lie and say I wouldn't.
What do you enjoy about being on the squad, Alex?
I mean, getting to go away to fight's nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get a bit of publicity from it as well. With the way they promote the fights, there's only select few, isn't it? I think there was 15, 20 people are going to the kids' squad, and 5, 6 adults going to the World Championship. So if you get picked, then it's good for your name, really. You've got over World Championships about, but not like. I think everybody knows that the IFMAs are they do now. They should do now. Everyone knows the IFMAs are like they're a different level to any other World Championships about. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's not me like trying to big them up. It's just fucked. So I think if I was fighting someone and they said they've been to an IFMA under one gold in IFMA, I'd give me a kick up the arse, do you know what I mean? It'd be like, this kid knows what he's about. I know what this kid's about. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's true, mate, because like I said, the quality now in IFMA is a different level now. And as you say, there's a lot of lads now who are going through now who've gone from IFMA to becoming pro, and they're like I said, they're bang on. And the fact is, obviously now, because of IFMAs are the only route now, which is to the Olympics, a lot of people want to get involved now because they're thinking that at some point we're going to get a chance to go for that gold medal as well, which is a big thing in the Olympic Games.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, obviously the Olympics massive. Just hopefully getting there.
Yeah. So when you talk about publicity, Alex, I believe there's one of your fights has had about over 1 million views. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a bit of a superstar to make him.
A big, tall, lanky Iranian kid.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I think got 1 million views because they put a little clip of me having a go at the referee at the start.
You know what, mate?
I love the referees. I think the referees do a brilliant job.
Yeah.
But that 8 count was poor.
Yeah.
I think they do a brilliant job 99% of the time.
Yeah.
But I think that 8 count was. I know. I'm gonna get it. I'll probably get a message if that. I think Edogan, I think his name is the head of the referees or something. He put a little comment saying he was half having a dig, but about me doing star jumps in the referee's face. But I was all there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Alice, I mean, at the end of the day, man, everyone's only human. At some point, there's going to be error. There's going to be human error. And sometimes, unfortunately, if you're at the end of their area, you're thinking, whoa, but it is what it is, mate. It is what it is.
Yeah. No, looking back, I think obviously after it, I was fuming.
Yeah.
But no, I've matured a few years, and I've grown up a bit, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I watched that was the first time I watched it back in a good couple of years, that fight, and I can see where it's come from. And to be honest, I shouldn't have let him do that. It's the same. I think the same thing happened in the Baltics in January. And I thought, you know, you were in my corner, and I got caught. Caught with left hook, and it was only one shot, and it didn't exactly hurt me, but I know they're looking out for our safety, but it was a little bit soft. But at the same time, I shouldn't be moving off with my hands off, and I shouldn't be letting myself get backed into a corner. Do you know what I mean? It's like you decide your own future. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
If I didn't want that 8 count, I shouldn't have let it happen to me.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. For sure. I mean, because like I say, unfortunately, human error comes into play, and sometimes politics as well. There's nothing you can go around. Politics as well comes into play as well. So the thing is, you got to think of, well, okay, I've got to make sure I remove or I reduce the chance of politics getting involved as much as possible. That's what I always say to you. You go fight abroad. You want to get the right decision. You want to knock them out. You want to knock them out, basically.
It's like what you're saying, like on the UFC and all the MMA. You don't leave it to judges.
Don't leave it to judges, man. Don't leave. Yeah,
you've got to go in to try and finish a fight. You can't. You get kids. They're just flicking kicks and they're just touching your arm for 5 rounds, and you come out unscathed. Yeah, I prefer to get knocked out.
Yeah. The thing, it's true, mate. I mean, I always think about, because they always say experience is the greatest teacher. I try and with my coach, as a coach, I'm trying to teach you guys stuff that I've been through to make sure it happens to them. When I had my first title fight, I think the 3rd round I knocked him down with a head kick. They gave him a long count. I think the 6th round I hit him down with a left hook, and then they shortened the round. And I thought, no way. I thought they're going to try and cheat me out of this world title fight. There's no way. So about the 9th round, I kicked him so many times low, I thought he could count to 1 million. He was never going to get up. He was never, ever going to get up. I thought, you guys have put your guy for a lot of punches. I thought, I've come here. I'm not going to lose. But like I say, if you leave it in the hand of judges, sometimes you can, you don't get the result you need, basically, mate. So, yeah.
No. Well, they can get it, the human hand, they can get it wrong. I mean, sometimes it can go either, you get fights that can go either way. If you're fighting away from home, they're going to give it to you all day long. And sometimes, that's it. Sometimes goes your way, you can't complain, do you know what I mean? So it's sometimes like flipping a coin.
Yeah, and that's where that little bit of 1% of luck comes in place sometimes as well, mate. That's that little 1%. So, but I say, you do the other 99%. At some point, it's like, I think I said someone, there's a guy called, I think he was called Gary Player, and he was a golfer, very good golfer, and he got interviewed once and said, oh, Gary, you were very lucky on that pitch today, on plane. He goes, you know what I find as well? He goes, I find that the harder I train, the more I practice, the luckier I become. So you're a master of your own destiny for sure, mate. For sure.
Yeah.
What so Alex, what's your best fight, mate? What would you say your best fight is?
Best fight?
Yeah.
There was a couple last year. There was a couple of times last year. Early on in the year, there was a couple. There was I think there was 3, and I had 4 between the start of February and the end of April. I think them 4, well, bar 1. So 3 of them 4 probably my best performers. 1 was against Joe Lemire in the trials, the UKMF trials. I gassed a little bit after Christmas coming back and all that stuff. But first 2 rounds before I gassed out, I think that was technically one of my best performances.
Yeah.
And I fought a kid called Sam Greenfield on, I think it was Yogi's show. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name because he'll kill me if I get it wrong. On road to Muay Thai Grand Prix. It was a K1 fight. For it. It was the first time I've ever knocked anyone down. I put him down and I kicked in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Obviously, was made up with that.
Was it?
Probably my best out of the 3 was I fought a kid called Aaron Walker from Majestic.
Okay.
In February on Carl Ryan's show. Yeah. And it was one of them fights where you flick kicks. Yeah. He's going to get annoyed with me, but I'm not because I'll punch his head in again. Because he's going to flick kicks at me. Yeah. And came out unscathed. The only sore bit I had was my shin from kicking him.
Yeah.
So I came out of that, I was fuming. So I got a rematch. I got a rematch with him, and I just absolutely hauled him for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And that, to be honest, that was my best performance because I was made up with that. I was not better than getting revenge.
Well, that's true. That's true, mate. So did he get the win in the first fight then?
He got the win in the first fight, and then I took it the second fight.
Right. Okay. So maybe a third one in the pipeline then.
Yeah, maybe I've got a few names to look at first. There's a few in the rankings above me that I want to start climbing them.
Right. Okay.
Start move up to A class and that start move up. Try and make a run at the number one. Obviously, Ellis Babel is there at the moment. He's a tough kid, and
where's he from?
Corfit in Birmingham.
Okay.
He's a good kid. He's number one for a reason. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's anybody in the country better than him at that weight. Maybe if he can still make it, that Josias from down south.
Okay.
But obviously I want to hopefully make a run at Ellis in the next 12 months or so.
Okay.
I've got a few names to get there first. I don't want to jump ahead of everyone.
Yeah. It's good though. You've got an idea mapped out then.
Yeah, well, me and Tommy sat down the other day and just figured out like a little roadmap. Just like, all right, so we want him first, then we want him, and then maybe we'll go for Ellis if the sounds right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things come into it. It's like the camp, the show, the money, obviously, all that type of stuff. And he's a dangerous kid. I'm not going to fight him for nothing. Do you know what I
mean? Yeah. The thing is, though, now you got, like say, you got 1 million views to your video, and the thing is, you're a name, and the fact of the matter is, mate, it's all about. It's obviously what you do in the ring is a big part of it, for sure. That's the end game. You've got to be able to perform, but it's also building that following and that persona outside the ring, because ultimately now that's what puts bums on seats. And no matter who you are, every promoter, it's all about who puts bums on seats.
Yeah, so that's the name of the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, exactly. So, but it's good that you've got goals set, mate, because ultimately you've got your ultimate goal, which is great. But you set small goals along the way, i.e., your different opponents. So you're planning ahead, which is what it's all about, because that will keep you motivated, keep you focused, and also then make you adjust accordingly, and so you can see you can measure your improvements along the way on each opponent you're going through as well, really. So, good. Brilliant, man. You got it all proper. So, what would you say? I mean, obviously, don't give away all your secrets, mate. Yeah. But what's your favourite technique? Your best technique?
I do like a good box, but I do love a good punch. But I'm a better kicker.
Yeah.
That's me being realistic. I'm a better kicker. I'm a boxer, but I do like let my hands go.
Right, okay. Have you got a lot of because I know lucky for us, when we're doing the time my coach Oliver, he was converting into like pro boxing. So we had a lot of pro boxers come down to our gym. So we had a lot of sparring and boxing. We used to go to a lot of boxing gym as well. So it kind of brought my hands on a bit, which helped in a big way in my head movement, etc. Have you got a lot of boxers down at your gym?
No, there's a couple of lads that used to do a few amateur boxing, but I've never really had a proper boxing spar with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, now and again, like Greeny came. We was doing white collar boxing shows. He can box. Do you know what I mean? He's good with his hands. And then Tony's kid, Anthony. He's an amateur boxer. I think he's won English championships and all that. I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him about that. I don't know. I'll lie about it, but he's really good. He had a spar with Gav Hughes. We were the MMA coach in our gym. Gav is a professional Bellator fighter.
Yeah.
And he had a spar with Gav Hughes, and I was teaching. So I didn't see it, but apparently it was really good. We both coming out with bruised faces, like
by
all accounts.
Yeah.
Considering Gav's older and like that, I think that shows like how good Anthony.
Yeah. They're the sort of guys you're jumping as well, really. Because like you say, if you've identified where you think, you know what, I'm a bit weak in the hands and my legs, you think, okay, that's what you got to work on. Work your meets because you want to make sure you're an all-round fighter. Don't be a one-trick pony because people think, oh, you know what, yeah, Alex, he's only going to kick me, can't punch me, so I'm fine. You're better. Every time you go in a ring, mate, you got to make sure you raise a bar every time.
A lot of people, sometimes they have like, I don't know, they have a big right hand or they're more in a collision.
Yeah.
Once they come up, they get them so far, and then once they come up against someone who can handle them there, it becomes a bit of a problem, and then people can start getting for, and then it starts to become a bit of a problem for them.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate, exactly. Because like I say, as you go up that ladder, and the guys are more experienced, the more quality fighters, they'll be able to read you and be able to say, okay. And as you say, you talk about in life with plan B, it's the same in the ring. I say to guys, have a plan A, plan B, plan C even. Because if one doesn't work, you try, okay, change to plan B, plan B. You always be able to adapt in the ring because ultimately that way, then you got more chance of success as well then. Yeah. Good. What have you, hey, crazy times we're living in now, mate. So, how have you found the lockdown?
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring. Wasn't it? It weren't too bad at the start, but then it started to get a bit tedious now, like.
Come on, Dean ain't that bad, mate. Dean ain't that bad, is he?
You don't, mate. To be honest, you know what? I haven't seen them. They've been away. I think they had 2 weeks at the start. My mum and Dean, they both work for Hardens, don't they? So
yeah.
They've been all the way through. They had 2 weeks off the start, and then they went back. They've shocker.
Yeah.
Sounds like my mom's grown grey hairs out of her head.
Yeah.
Martin's ginger, and even he's grown grey hairs.
That's not a good look, mate. That's not a good look.
So I haven't seen them. So I've just been trying to fill my days up.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do on a PlayStation. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a lot of uni work at the start that kind of filled my days up. I hated that.
Yeah.
Just the reason I can't get my head around it. All the big words that you're using.
Yeah.
No, so I had uni work to do, and then after that was done, it was just do. So I was running a bit, but then my ankles started swelling up on that for some reason. I don't know. So I had to stop running.
Yeah.
And then my mate went and bought a bike, or got a bike off his half feather or something. So I was going pedaling up there. I don't know if you know the dream sculpture up in Rainhill, St. Helens Way. I
think I've heard of it. I don't know if I've been to it. I think I've heard of it, mate. Yeah.
It's like a tall head. You can see it if you go down past if you go past St. Helens on the motorway, you can see it.
Yeah.
But from ours to there, it's a good hour ride, and it's full of hills and that. So
yeah.
Not exactly training, but just trying to get moving, fill the days up really.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, for sure. So the thing is, ultimately, I mean, like you say, it's adapting. Again, adapting. Mate. If you can't run, you got something going. You got to do bike rides. I know I went out on my bike a few times, but it's crazy. When I was younger, you ride a bike and think, oh yeah, you don't think about it. When you're older, some of the cars out there, you're thinking, geez, that guy's gonna kill me. And then I went on the quiet road when it's proper lockdown, and you're allowed to go out for like an hour. I'd go on my bike. Whereas now I'm thinking, I'm not going on my bike again no more. It's just the road is too busy.
Oh no. They had a couple of close. Well, my mate actually got hit by a car a couple of weeks ago on his bike.
Wow.
No, but he's all right. Like he only got scraped. His leg was a bit in a bad way. Like, but
yeah.
Just people just drive like idiots, don't they?
Yeah. That's the problem, man. That's the problem for sure.
It's not you on the road. It's like driving instructors tell you it's not you. Not you. You've got to worry about on the road. It's everyone else.
Yeah. Exactly, mate. Exactly. So what have you missed the most then during this lockdown, mate?
Oh. I don't even go out that much, but I've missed going out. Like,
yeah.
That way, mate. It's just no one's been able to see the mates for a while, and like, I've seen my girlfriend and that, but your mates are your mates. You go, you don't have enough, can't do that. And I don't see my mates that much anyway. A lot of my mates are in the gym. Do you know what I mean? But my mates from school, I don't see them a hell of a lot anyway, just because I'm so busy with the gym and teaching. I miss teaching as well, actually. Tell a lie. Obviously, I miss training, but that's I'm back now. So I needed a break from training, but I've missed teaching. as well. I like teaching the kids. Like, it's just nice. Do you know what I mean? It's like, especially when you've got a couple of kids fighting and then you see them come through, and when you see them win, it's a nice feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like, we haven't got that
sharp, Alex. It keeps you sharp as well, mate. You know, when you're teaching, because ultimately, when you're watching people teach, it's crazy because sometimes you see a novice do something like really, really uncoordinated or out of the box. You think, well, that's not really what I taught. But then you think, you know what? I can adapt that. I can put that to my ass. I always say to people, you have a toolbox. And keep adding tools to your toolbox. And that way you got more choices. When that job comes up, you think, what tool can I use for this job now? This challenge ahead. And sometimes teaching novices, they do stuff like, say, someone orthodox, but you can learn off them. You can watch them and think, you know what? I like what they're doing there.
Do you know what? It's teaching the kids as well. It's done a lot for me patience as well.
Yeah.
I think you'll know yourself, teaching kids it's not easy.
It's challenging.
It's like primary school teaching, you can see why they're stressed.
Yeah. No, for sure.
It's done a lot for me patience, because obviously you want them to get it right first time, but like you're teaching 7-year-olds and 8-year-olds, and they're just starting, and you've got to, everyone takes time, do you know what I mean? You can't, nothing happens overnight.
Yeah.
It's going to take them a good 6 months to get used to things you're asking them to do. So it's just, it's nice when you keep someone and they start liking it, and then they start coming along in that. And I've seen that with a couple of the kids that we've got in the class. I put a little video up on my fitness page, on my PT page. Yesterday, one of our girls on Cole. And obviously she'd done like the MMA and the karate before, but she's come out since she's been training with us. She's come on a lot. Me and Tony.
Yeah.
Probably more Tony's fault, because I've been so busy with fighting over the last 18 months. But it's just nice, and then you've got other kids that come along as well. They're good. They've got a base. It's easier when a kid's got a base. But then it's more satisfying when you've got a kid that has come to you and they don't know anything at all. And you see them come along. You know what I mean?
For sure, mate. No, like I say, it's like I say, teaching is very gratifying, because as you say, if you've got a base, it's good. But sometimes you've got good habits, sometimes you've got bad habits. And if you can kind of tweak them a bit, so. But then again, if you've got someone who's no experience, so it's like working with a blank canvas, you're kind of instilling in a certain way. So it's rewards on both sides of the coin, and what they come from, the background, really. But as you say, but regards to the patient side of thing, it's very true. And the thing is, if you can adapt that to your mindset, for your fighting as well, it'll help you in a big way. Because I say people fight, everyone knows, fighting's like a game of chess. And sometimes if you get emotional in the ring, you get yourself found out. So you got to make sure you stay calm, calculated, and patient to think, okay, I'll wait my time, I'll bide my time, my opportunity will come. But thinking that way along those will be a lot more beneficial for you as you got a ladder, for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm very hot-headed myself, so I think the patience is like like the patience that like teaching's like instilled in you, if you like.
Yeah.
It'll only help me in the future when I'm fighting.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, definitely.
Get less emotional. When I get clipped, I'm not going to bang my gloves together and go for them. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I didn't notice it about you, but I know it's definitely. The thing is, it'll definitely help me.
There's been a few times, even in the gym. Tony will tell you, I've just lashed my gloves off and walked out, drove home, and just gone in a huff.
Yeah. That's it, mate. The thing is that, and that's the thing. It's good because that means you're passionate about what you do, and that means you care, which is great. But it's got to be controlled. It's got to be controlled emotion, mate, because that's what's going to get you from where you are now to the top. It's got to be controlled. You'll never see a champion lose his cool. Never. Under any pressure whatsoever, they'll always say. I mean, even over sports like tennis players, I admire people like Roger Federer. And you watch him, you never see that guy lose his cool ever. Even under pressure, and the guy still turns around and thinking, "Wow!" So it's all locked away. But he's using it for his benefits, base, for sure, mate.
Yeah. You've got to use the energy in the right way, haven't you?
Exactly. It's draining. If you get emotional, mate, you get emotional. It's very draining, mate. Very draining indeed. And like I say, you gas out.
Your times in fights, show you have yourself. And you get angry and you rush them, and you end up getting tired, and that's when you get caught out. That's when you get
That's when you get a opponent look at you smiling, thinking, you made a big mistake, mate.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's nowhere to hide of it. There's nowhere to hide.
Then you go into the last round, you walk around, your handstand, you take it,
Yeah. Exactly. That's for sure. So when on a normal, when we're back to normal, or before this all happened, mate, how many times do you train? How many times a week do you train, mate?
I train 5 times a week. When I'm not in uni, so now I'll be training. Usually I'll be training twice a day, five times a week.
Wow.
Wow. It's just
Yeah.
not so much at the moment, just because the classes have gone back and the gyms are literally just gone back and going to be busy, and gym's going to be busy, and Tony's going to need some help with the class type of thing. But no, usually try and do twice a day if my body allows it.
Okay.
Fast. So I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Won't train on a Friday, or might train in the morning, depending on how I feel. And then I can't train at night, I got work. And then Saturday morning, I usually have maybe a play spar or a little pin on the pads. It's just a bit of active recovery from the week, just to go back and straight back in on Monday.
Yeah, for sure. So what sort of what's your goals, mate, for the future? What's your plans? I know you told me about you've got guys in your sort of in your viewfinder, so to speak, fighters wise, and you've told me what you're going to do regarding your qualification. But any more plans at all? For the future at all?
I'm probably going to look. So I've said I'm going to I want to try and make a run at that.
Yeah.
That number 1 spot, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to take time. It's going to take some doing. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of luck as well, maybe. But after I've done that, mate, after I made that run at that, I'm going to move into MMA, I think. I went to an MMA gym for a reason. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of Thai gyms I could have went to in Liverpool. You got a couple. There's a couple in the Swan. There's a good few in town. I could have went to a Thai gym and just based solely on that. But I think the way, if I want to make a career out of it, I think MMA is the way to go. Just because, as good as Thai is and as good as a sport it is, there's not a lot of money. As you know yourself, there's not a lot of money in it. Unless you're running a club, and then if you run a club, you can struggle to fight. It's a high level.
But things are changing now, though, mate, Alex. I mean, in regards to where it was before. I mean, obviously, when I was coming, it was a K1, which is a bigger ones, and they were the ones that are paying out good money. And then obviously, then you've got Glory now as well.
Yeah.
So they're out there, but I think as again, it's like we said before. If you got a following, it's not just a case of what you get in the ring; it's what you get outside the ring as well. If you get relevant following, you get the relevant sponsors involved. It could be a bit lucrative. So
it can be lucrative, yeah. Well, I think just if you put on a scale the money that you can get from MMA, top level MMA compared to top level Thai. I know you've got the likes of One Championship and that paying mega bucks for like Thai fighters. I mean, I was hearing rumours about some UK fighters that earn really good money. And then you've got obviously you've got Glory. But I think for the size I'm at, the weight I'm at, I can't see myself.
Alex, sorry mate, I've just got sorry. Could you just give me 1 minute, Alex? We're back in 1 minute. Sorry, I do apologise. 1 minute, mate.
So obviously, I know One's paying Thai fighters a lot, and obviously the way Glory is at the moment, I think the size I'm going at, I don't think I'm going to go much bigger than 50. Well, obviously the lowest weight division for MMA is 56, 7K. I'm not going to fight much. I'm never going to fight much bigger than that, and I don't even think Glory has a division for that. So I think MMA maybe is, as much as I love Thai, I think MMA is maybe just the way forward. It's just you see people, the amount of money MMA fighters make at like UFC level and Bellator level. I think it's the way I want to go. I've got an interest in it as well. Do you know what I mean? I do love Thai. I'll always teach it. Do you know what I mean? I'll never walk away from the sport, I don't think. But just I've got a good interest in MMA. I want to try something different. Like I've been doing this for 10 years. as much as I love it, I don't like. I'll never stick to one thing. I go through. It's like the only thing I can compare it to is like going on PlayStation games. Like I go through phases. Like I like FIFA for 3 months, and then I'll go to COD for 3 months. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing. I like to try different things.
Yeah.
You get me? I don't like to. As much as I like me routine, I don't like doing the same type of things. Do you know what I mean? I think the MMA is far different when you put in the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu and all that. It's just something else to learn. It's interesting to learn. I don't know if you've ever done anything yourself.
I was doing some jits myself. I've been doing some jits myself, and it's something like it's something I'd like to learn a bit more. It's just the time because of stuff I do outside. It's difficult, but because jits is a very technical sport. But it's interesting because like people come to my gym and say, "Oh, do you teach jits?" No, not me. But why not? Because you're world champ. No, it's a different sport entirely, mate. Different sport entirely.
I think jiu-jitsu is a lot more like mentally, but like brain rocking. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll go into the MMA gym. I'll go into the MMA and that and do the no gig, and I'll come out and me head be I won't be sweating, but me head will be wrecked. Do you know what I mean? It's like it kills you off mentally.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, with regards to, probably we'll go the UKMF. You said that you were in it a few years ago, and again, it's just like the organisation was where it's at. Where have you seen change? Because you've been there for a while now. Have you seen change in UKMF for the better or for worse? How do you see it now?
I think it's actually. I don't know who was doing it like before, like when I was a junior and that, when it was a bit unorganised. But I think it's definitely like it's more organised. Do you know what I mean? Like. I like they need to do championships, like the way they're doing championships every year. They need to do that. They can't do championships for a year and then miss out a year. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a big change. That's really out because you're getting the juniors. I think it's become a lot more like professional. Do you know what I mean? Over the last couple of years, just because it was a bit. I mean, this isn't big. I'm sure because obviously the people who run the organisation, obviously they've got families, they've got some, they've got jobs, they've got gyms, they've got a lot on the plate. A lot of them do them without getting anything in the pocket, which I admire, because when you're working to something with for a better cause type of thing, it's like it shows you've got a good heart. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's become like a lot more professional and organised the last couple of years. Just because if you're going to a World Championships, 12 weeks before you've got time to prepare. Do you know what I mean? You've got, and it's not just preparing for camp. You've got to, if you're paying for it out of your own pocket, you've got to save up the money to go. You've got to organise sponsors to pay for you to go and all of that. And because obviously a lot of us aren't that lucky in Thai boxing. I'm very lucky because my management's like. My fight man, the lad who owns the gym, my manager is my manager at the same time. He knows a lot of people that do, like, he knows a lot of companies that'll sponsor us because they sponsor the gym and they'll sponsor us to go away. So I'm very lucky. I don't have to pay much to go away to fight. But a lot of Thai fighters, they haven't got that privilege, especially from lesser known gyms. You see small gyms to go to World Championships. It's not cheap. Do you know what I mean? Especially when. Obviously, they give you a bit of funding. They pay for your registration and all that. But you've got to take into consideration food, hotels, flights. Losing some people who are self-employed, like they lose out on a wage for a couple of weeks to go. So obviously, I think it's become more organised. Which it's better for everyone. Do you know what I mean?
No, it does, like I say, because ultimately you train very hard, and therefore you want to see the fruits of your labour, but you also want to be given a fair crack of the whip, so to speak, as you say, and with the relevant notes, etc. You can prepare fully because you want to make sure you got to perform to the best of your ability, and the right structure in place. It works.
Always people watching at them types of championships as well. They are like, you see the juniors. There's leaving the adults out of the conversation. The juniors, when I was over there, thinking back to when I was over there, they are the best they are literally the best kids in the world going to them championships.
Yeah.
You see kids going over to like, I'm not going to name any organisation's name because that would it'd be a bit wrong of me just to call people out like that. But you see kids going to other world championships and they're walking through people. And they're walking through people because they're fighting kids that look like they've never been in a ring in their life. Yeah. You take the same kids to an IFMA World Championships, they get put away in the first round.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids like that. There's a lot of kids like that in this country. They'll go to all different World Championships. They'll walk through kids. They'll go and get a big, massive belt, big gold medal.
Yeah.
Loads of posts on Facebook, loads of publicity, and take it through IFMAs. They get put away in the first round.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Because the kids over there, they're a different level. And when you're fighting Thai kids that fight every 2 weeks in stadiums, literally fight to live and eat food. It's a different animal.
Like saying Rocky when he got the eye of the tiger, mate. They got the eye of the tiger.
That's what like what the kids from our country as well. Like you see the kids going from our country more so. I didn't really notice it when I went over just because I was in my own head. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously I've got a job. I had a job to do whilst I was over there.
Yeah.
But I remember watching. I watched all of the fights when the kids went to Turkey last year.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I was really impressed. I was like, Jesus Christ, these kids good. Obviously you've got Joe. Yeah. Everyone knows Joe.
Yeah.
He's over them. Some people have when I've spoken to some people about him, obviously, some people question when he's over here and he's fighting the kids he's fighting.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, these kids are really good, but are the top level kids that they actually like, or is Joe walking through them because they're actually that good, or are they like not that good? But then he goes through an IFMAs and he walks through everyone. That impressed me. And then you've got little Mark Huggy, well, big Mark Huggy now because he's gone tall. You've got him walking through tires in Turkey, and then you've got all the other kids. They're just blitzing everyone. I think the level over here it started to go up. Do you know what I mean? It started to
for sure. It's true. I think, Alex, I think that's down to, as you say, it's a lot more professional now and it's a lot more organised. So people are recognising and thinking what they want to be associated with UKMF. But also then as well, it's like you, if you associate with different people, like-minded people, it raises the game. The bar gets raised. Like you're saying, you're watching certain fights, you're thinking, well, I want to be as good as them, or I want to be better than them, or whatever. And you've got the similar mindset. Because I've interviewed a few guys now, and the girls and the guys, and your Phoebe, etc. You're all of the same mindset. You're all determined. You're all focused. You've all got goals set, and you realise it takes hard work. A lot of people think it's easy. A lot of people see like stuff on the internet or whatever, and they think, "Oh, well, I want to be like that tomorrow." Really? Are you? Well, you guys realise it takes sacrifice, it takes blood, sweat, and tears, and it's just giving up on certain things to focus on your goal. And you all, and that's where it starts from. It starts from as I say before, I said to my gym, it's all about if the mind believes, the body achieves. If you've got the right focus mentally, physically, you'll bring yourself on board to make sure you get those results you need, basically, for sure.
Yeah. Can I just clarify that because I like Joe and Carlos. I didn't want to sound like that was they might watch this. I don't want to sound like I was slighting them. I was saying it in a way that some people maybe question whether the kids he's fighting over here are good, and then he's walking through tires. It shows how good he is. He's walking.
Yeah.
I don't want to get peed off at me. Do you know what I mean? No, it was a compliment. I'm not slating.
For sure. you can see my wages, and that's great to see, Alex. The thing is, all you're giving is a viewpoint, and the fact that people, everyone, no matter what it is when you are giving an opinion on something, it's subjective. So everyone's got a different opinion about is he good, is he bad, is he whatever. And all you do is highlight the fact that some people may think that, but you've seen him yourself, you've seen him in the flesh, and you kind of think, you know what, I know how good he is, really. So
I'm not sure. If I was going to slate someone, you'd know. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. I was giving him a compliment there. Do you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie just to like laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
If anyone does an interview about me and ask me about someone, I don't like them.
You let them know. You let know for sure. And final note then, please, Alex. You got a place in the GBT, mate. Someone wants your. I ask all the guys the same question. Somebody wants your place, mate. What are you telling them?
Well, what do you mean?
Someone's knocking on your door. They want your place, mate. They want your place in the GBT.
Place? I'll beat the face off before they get a chance.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give to any up and coming Thai boxer who's got aspirations to get in a team? What would you tell them to do, mate? What do they need to do? What advice would you give them?
Just work hard. Just, like you said yourself, you said hard work's 99% of it. You've just got to work hard, get strong, get fit, get fast, get technical, and just get a good head, make sure you're in a good headspace when you're fighting. There's not worse than, and don't burn yourself out. Don't do enough, but don't do too much. At the end of the day, that if you burn out, then you're gonna go to pot. That kind of happened to me last year. Do you know what I mean? And I think now I think my last 3 fights I've lost 2 and drawn 1. I think I fought between November of 2018 and January 2020, I fought 11 times. I mean, it's not compared to like Thais and that, they were fighting every 4 weeks, but it's still a lot, do you know what I mean? I think we started to burn out at the end. That's why this lockdown's actually been it actually came at a really good time for me. It's given me, I wasn't enjoying it. I came back from Lithuania, and I came back and I was training. I was helping lads get ready for the fight. We had a show. We had 12 kids on. I was helping people get ready. I wasn't enjoying it. I was leaving early. I was sparring, and like last couple of rounds, we went, Tony, I'm getting off. I was like, all right, mate. I weren't enjoying it. I wasn't going in. I felt stressed out. I had a lot of things on in my life as well, and I wasn't enjoying it. And then this lockdown came, and it's like, it forced me to have a break. Do you know what I mean? It forced me away from the gym for 6-8 weeks, and now I've gone back in and I'm starting to like training again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's, you know what, Alex, it's good. It's interesting to hear that, mate, because like I say, that's good for people to look at as well, because they're classic signs of overtraining. The things you're telling me are classic signs of overtraining for sure. And ultimately, you got to identify it. And like I say, at least now with this lockdown, it's giving you time to reflect and realize what you're at and where you're at. And what will happen is you'll get markers along the way now in the future where you kind of think, you know what, this is where I felt like I was there last time. I need to take a step off the pedal and foot the pedal a little bit now. And you can realize how to raise your game a bit more. And that's the key. See, and if you ever need to speak to a decent qualified sports psychologist, mate, let me know.
I will. Yeah, no, it's just, it's hard. It's obviously, it's a physical sport. It's physical sports, like any sport. It's difficult, do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't regret fighting them 11 times. Because me and Tony never forced me to do anything. If I wanted to quit fighting tomorrow, he'd go, well, I don't think you should, but if that's what you want to do, mate, that's what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? But it was them fighting that 11 times and fighting that much. It was necessary because we both had a job to obviously no one's really heard it. We're still a new club. We've only been fighting Thai. We've only been proper Thai. People only like seen us in the Thai boxing world for the last 2 years. And then it's not just down to me. It's all of it. All of it's Tony. Do you know what I mean? It's all his work. Obviously, I've helped because I've been. He's the one who's put me on the shows. He's the one who's got in touch with promoters and all that. And them 11 fights were just necessary to build the reputation of our Thai boxing club, if you like. Obviously, we're known as an MMA gym. We've got a good few army MMA fighters But Marcus, he's amateur, almighty, and Cage Warriors lightweight champion. Do you know what I mean? So the MMA side, it was kind of we're known. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Gavin and Jay Lewis are coaching us, the professional MMA fighters. People know them. The Thai boxing, it wasn't so much known. It was it needed someone to go out there and fight loads just to get the names out on different shows. And I know I'm waffling a bit, but I think the quality of our quality of our team's starting to come through in the next 2 years. Because if they stick with the tide, there's going to be some monsters coming through that club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good to hear. And it is, mate. Like I say, it's good because I say you're putting the gym on the map. You guys are working together as a team, and that's things coming through as well. You realise you have to work as a team. You guys are doing that, which is great to hear, mate. And but at least now you know, though, is that you realise what you can and can't do physically and mentally, and regards to all the commitments you got, obviously with uni as well, etc. So you just have to make sure you get the right balance. Because I have to admit, when I first saw you in Lithuania, you're very quiet. Surprised me so, mate. I'm considering now, but you were very quiet. But but when you fought, you animal. I watched you fight and I thought, wow, you could see you're a talented kid. But you got to make sure if you want to perform at the top of your game, you got to make sure physically and mentally you're rested, but ready so you recharge at the right time, really, mate. And peak at the right time.
Really.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, right? If your head's not there, you're not.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate, exactly. But that's great to hear, mate. I mean, like I say, you've told people, you've got people a big insight into where you're at, which is great, mate. You've got the right attitude and you've got the right goal set as well, and you know where you're going, which is great to see as well, mate. So I wish you all the best for the future, and I'll be very surprised if I don't see you more than 1 million views soon on your next fight, mate. As long as you're not doing Star to Ring anymore, mate, I think you'll be fine, mate. No problem at all.
I commented on it. Any promoters from overseas hit me up. I need an holiday.
Okay.
Someone from Greece, please. I want to go to Santorini.
We'll see what we can do for you, mate. We'll see what we can do for you for sure, mate. For sure. Nice one, Alex. Cheers, mate.
Oh, it's all right, mate.
Nice one.
Yeah.